At 34, I, Lauren Carter, sat at my mother's polished Seattle dining table, tears burning my eyes as she declared I'd never match my sister Emily. That night, after years of silent achievements and hidden support, I unveiled my true self, shattering their misconceptions. If family expectations have ever dimmed your light, like and subscribe to join our community of those who've risen above. Growing up in Tacoma, I was the shadow to Emily's radiance. 3 years my senior, Emily was the family's golden child, blonde, poised, with straight A's and a smile that charmed everyone. I was the unruly one, with curly dark hair, a sharp tongue, and questions that unsettled adults. My father, David, a mechanic, was my haven. While Mom, Patricia, coached Emily for cheerleading, Dad and I rebuilt car engines in the garage, bonding over grease and philosophy. He saw me as enough. When I was 17, Dad's sudden stroke stole him away, leaving me adrift. Emily, then 20, was engaged to Michael, a law student. At Dad's funeral, Mom clung to Emily, while I stood apart, fielding pitying remarks about my strong family. Nobody noticed I was grieving alone. Post-college, Emily married Michael in a grand ceremony Mom orchestrated. They bought a waterfront condo, had 2 kids, Lily and Noah, and Michael became a corporate lawyer. Mom glowed with pride. Meanwhile, I struggled through low-level tech jobs, data entry, IT support, searching for purpose. At family dinners, Mom's questions stung. When will you find a real career? Emily was a marketing manager by your age. Emily's gentle defenses, Lauren's just finding her path, felt patronizing, reinforcing my role as the family's fixer-upper. Mom's critiques, cloaked as concern, were relentless. You should dress more like Emily, she'd say, eyeing my jeans. I absorbed the cuts, but Dad's stubbornness in me refused to break. 4 years ago, my career shifted. At a tech startup, I taught myself coding on weekends, earning a junior developer role. My knack for simplifying complex systems caught attention. After certifications and late-night study, I landed a senior software engineer position at Nexus Tech in Seattle, with a 6-figure salary and stock options. By 32, I owned a loft downtown and an investment property in Bellevue, but lived modestly, savoring the secret of my success. Only my partner, Alex, a graphic designer I met at a coding bootcamp, knew the full story. He saw how family gatherings drained me. Your mom's a master at making you invisible, he said after meeting her. Therapy helped me unpack the resentment. Then, 2 years ago, sorting Mom's bills during a visit, I found overdue notices, mortgage, utilities, credit cards. She'd burned through Dad's savings, too proud to tell Emily, assuming I was broke. Temporary, she insisted when I pressed her. I didn't correct her. Instead, I arranged anonymous payments through my lawyer, covering $52,000 of Mom's debts, framing it as Dad's forgotten investment. For 2 years, I funded her mortgage, car repairs, and new appliances, sitting through dinners where she lamented my instability. The irony was sharp, but keeping the secret gave me control. The breaking point came at a monthly family dinner. I arrived at Mom's pristine home, new siding, landscaped yard, all my doing, with a bottle of white wine. Emily's SUV was already there, early as always. Mom, in a silk blouse, bought with my money, noted my punctuality with a jab. Emily was here an hour ago. Inside, Emily, Michael, and the kids were a perfect tableau. Emily helping Lily with a puzzle, Michael showing Noah a legal brief on his tablet. Dinner began with Mom's roasted chicken, served on heirloom china. Emily shared updates, the kids' private school, her promotion, their Whidbey Island cabin. Mom beamed. And you, Lauren? She asked, her tone implying little to report. Work's good, I said. Alex and I are fine. She sighed. Stability's nice, but Emily was a director by your age. The meal wore on, Mom praising Michael's latest case, Emily's charity gala. Then, Emily mentioned financial strain, private school tuition, cabin mortgage. The market's tough, Michael added. Mom turned to me. Lauren, you don't have kids or a mortgage. Could you help Emily with, say, $6,000 for Noah's tuition? Family helps family. The room stilled. They'd planned this, assuming I was scraping by. You think I have spare cash? I asked. Mom waved dismissively. Your life's simpler. No real responsibilities. Emily added, we'd pay you back by summer. I set down my fork. So, this dinner was to ask me for money. Don't be dramatic, Mom snapped. Emily would help you. Would she? I countered. You've never asked her to help me. Mom's eyes narrowed. You've never needed it. You're not like Emily. She's successful, married, kids, a real home. You'll never measure up, Lauren, and that's okay. You're resilient. Something snapped. You know nothing about my life, I said, voice steady. You've never asked. Mom scoffed. I'm your mother. I know you. Do you? When did you last visit my home or ask about my career? Emily tried to intervene. Lauren, we're not judging. You are, I cut in. All of you. I stood, pulling documents from my bag, proof of $52,000 in payments for Mom's house, car, life. I've been keeping you afloat for 2 years, I said, sliding them across the table. Mom's face paled as she read. Emily gasped. Michael stared. The mortgage, the siding, your new fridge, all me. Your failed daughter. Impossible, Mom whispered. Dad's investment. A lie, I said. I paid through my lawyer because you'd never accept my help. I'm a senior engineer at Nexus Tech, managing million-dollar projects. I own a loft, an investment property, and I'm up for a director role. You never saw me because you decided I was less. Silence gripped the table. Lily asked, Aunt Lauren, are you rich? I smiled. I'm comfortable, sweetie. I help people solve problems. Mom's hands shook. I'm a fool. I didn't want that, I said. I wanted to help. But you never respected me. Emily's eyes teared. Why didn't you tell us? I tried. You didn't listen. Mom stood, voice breaking. I need a moment. She left. Emily followed, leaving me with Michael, who mumbled, I didn't know. Nobody did, I said. You assumed. Mom returned, eyes red. I've been blind. I'm sorry, Lauren. Emily nodded. I leaned into being the favorite. I'm sorry too. I exhaled. It's about respect. I'll help with the house, Mom, but openly now. Emily, no loan. You need to fix your finances. 3 weeks later, we're rebuilding. Mom visited my office, awed. Emily's working with a planner, selling the cabin. I'm done hiding. At our next dinner, Alex will join us. I'll sit as Lauren, engineer, partner, sister, seen at last.